This dude cooks him alive, bro.
So do you believe in the all-knowing, all-powerful, all-good notion of God?
What do you mean by believe?
Oh, here we go, Jordan. Here we
Do you think it to be
go.
true?
That's the circular definition. What do you mean
How
when
is
you
that
say you
circular?
believe?
How is that circular?
Because you added no content to the answer by substituting the word true and believe.
I said you think it to be true.
All right. So if
What's
you
a
believe
belief?
something, you stake your life on it.
What do you mean by that?
You live for it and you die for it.
Why is he so
That's
angry?
what I mean by that. It isn't something that you say. It isn't something
he
that's
so
associated
angry?
with logical consistency. It's not declarative. It's not propositional. It's not a figment of your imagination. It's the presupposition of your attention and your action. And you're either fragmented, in which case you worship multiple gods, or there's some unity at the bottom of it that makes you an
The
unstoppable
fuck are you
force.
talking about, man? You just said, what is believe? You asked him, what's believe mean? And he said, it's something you believe to be true. Well, let me tell you something, bucko. You either believe in multiple gods or one god that's supposed by a bunch of other beliefs. Shut the fuck up, bro.
Anytime
Okay,
I hear
so you're
him
saying
talk
that you don't
now,
believe something if
I
you-
just hear John Travolta in Hairspray. Have you
Oh,
ever heard
man.
that? He's like, "Oh, Wilbur."
She threw this out the other day, and I looked up a clip of.
Exactly the same.
It was surprisingly. It was
Sorry, for some reason I thought
Jordan
that you would know.
Peterson like.
It does nothing for me.
I'll send it to you later,
Yeah.
and we can talk about it.
you wouldn't die for it?
Not really, no.
Okay. So then,
How would you define belief? Something you say?
Can I explain?
Well, he
Explain?
did.
Like, I could believe it is the case that this pen exists, but if someone like threatened my life, right, I would lie in order to be able to save my life, right? Like I think you would do that too. You wouldn't lie to save your
Don't be
life.
so sure.
You wouldn't lie to save your life.
I would lie about this pen, even if it meant my execution.
Oh,
Don't be too sure,
so
bucko.
goddamn sure.
He's like having, you know what's happening here? I think
Terminal
we're seeing early
contrarian.
signs of dementia.
I mean, maybe
He's lashing out,
He is lashing
and
out.
he's confused.
I just think it's the benzo that fried his brain. Like, since he had that trip to Russia or whatever, where he went
getting
into a
worse.
coma,
Yeah.
his brain short-circuited. Honestly,
He used to be like a lot more reasonable. When he was on our show, I mean,
I think that was after that though.
no,
no, that was way
no.
before.
Every
it?
time he was on our show was pre-Russian.
Well, I certainly agree that he used to just
that was
be
all- that was-
somewhat more normal. Like this is just
This is
outrageous. What's happening on
Yeah.
screen right
Th-
here?
this
It's like
is-
cartoon character.
this is like
Your
a
way,
insane
buddy.
asylum.
How much do you know about me? I didn't lie to save my career. I didn't lie to save my clinical
Give me a
practice.
break, bro.
Would you lie to like save your children, your mom?
You didn't. Not only did you not save your career, look at
Your
you.
dad.
I don't-
You've blossomed into like a multi-millionaire superstar. It's not
Right.
like you risked anything, but
You
I
have
think lying
benefited.
would save
yeah.
them.
No, can there ever be a circumstance logically that lying could save someone?
Yeah, and if you're steeped in sin, you're likely to live in circumstances
Why is he so
like that.
angry?
I'll give you an example. If you're like in like Nazi Germany, and it is the case that there's like Jewish people in your attic, and you're trying
I
to
know
protect
the
them,
example.
would you lie to like the Nazis? If
I
they're
would have done
asking?
everything I bloody well could, so I wouldn't be in that situation.
Would you
to
lie?
begin with.
What?
It's a hypothetical.
So like, this answer is insane for a multitude of reasons.
I was just
yeah.
Like
yeah,
one
mulling it over.
Being that like he's first of all just avoiding the question, but like I wouldn't even be in that in situations. Like, well, what if you were? Second of all, he's presuming that he would never be in a situation to save innocent Jewish people because why? You would have turned them all in already.
Exactly.
Yes, that I don't see what conclusion you can come away from.
I
other than
wouldn't
that. Maybe not
would-
necessarily turn them in, but certainly refuse to hide them. Because that would require, he's essentially saying,
I
to
love
hide
this-
you would require me to lie, which is a sin, so I'm sorry,
Yeah.
but you can't come in.
I don't even think like I've seen a bunch of dogmatic Christians, and I've never seen anyone this committed to being like, I won't lie.
Because he's just trying to win the argument. Like, it's not really about anything other than that for him.
This dude is keeping his cool, so this guy's doing it incredibly well.
I'm sure there's a thing in Bible that says you can lie for good. If
can find
it's
something
for the
for anything.
greater.
Don't be so sure.
Exactly.
Have you read the Bible, Bucko?
I love the idea of him living
Well,
like Jim Carrey in Liar Liar, where he just goes every day with
Exactly.
telling the complete
He
truth.
can't help himself.
The
Not
Bible.
hypotheticals?
Yeah.
No, I can't answer.
No, I can't answer hypotheticals. What are you talking about? We're having a debate about philosophy. You can't debate hypotheticals?
Yes.
What the fuck?
Hypothetical like
What?
that because
Did
it's
you eat
far. Look,
Did you
don't
eat
play
today?
games.
I'm not playing games. I'm just
Yes,
asking if
you
you
are.
Wait, what did he ask?
If you present me with an
Whoa.
no, I can't answer a hypothetical like
What?
that because
Did
it's
you eat
far.
today?
What'd he say?
Ethan?
Yeah,
Do him.
Ethan.
He said your name.
He said your name.
He's calling for you.
Trigger. He's
You want to say
triggering you.
Ethan?
No, I can't answer a hypothetical like
What?
that because
Did
it's
you eat
far.
today?
What'd he say?
I have no idea.
Shmi said?
I've
Did
heard
you
it
eat
It really
that?
set him off, whatever it was.
Okay, Ethan.
Let me put on the
Ethan.
He said Ethan.
let me put on, oh shit, they don't have,
I don't think the slow.
oh, it's a Twitter thing.
Wake up, Ethan.
Look,
Did you eat
don't
today?
play games.
I'm not playing games. I'm just
Yes,
asking if
you
you ate
are.
it.
If you present me with an
What triggered
intractable
him?
moral choice that's stripped of context and you back me into a corner, you're playing games.
No,
Context. You have all of the context you need. It's a like this is like
it's only a game. when he-
philosophy 101 shit. Like
He's,
what are
he's stuck in a corner, and now it's a game. You're playing a game with me, Bucko. You found my weak
you're
spot.
toying with me?
You've just proved that I'm a fool. Stop playing games with me.
Okay, Chad
just-
is saying he said, "Did you eat today?"
Oh, yeah.
Did you eat today?
Yeah, like
Okay, well, I mean that is a sassy remark. I can
Yeah.
understand him reacting that way.
What's
a
the
little more.
context?
why are you so hangry?
Let's rewatch
maybe?
with that.
Oh, is that what he meant?
Because you're like not making any sense.
Oh, bro, you didn't need to do
Low
that.
blood sugar.
No, it's funny.
I mean, it's
If
kind of
I
funny,
was
but,
gonna-
but now I understand Jordan's reaction a little bit more.
But he's kept the moral high ground.
Wow.
Doesn't even be asking Jordan if he's
If
eating.
I
We
was
all
on
know
a-
he doesn't eat. He has fucking only eats meat, bro. You know the answer to that. He eats raw meat.
Carnivore diet will fix that.
It'll fix that.
Told you
Hypothetical.
I would do everything that I could to make sure that I'm never in that situation. By the time you've got there,
scary.
you've made so many mistakes that there's nothing you can do that isn't a sin.
What the fuck? You're saying an ordinary German civilian whose neighbor is Jewish, who attempts to hide them in the attic in an attempt to save their lives, has already committed so many mistakes that there's no saving them?
Right, or that there's some sort of karmic,
chance
like
for-
it's you've lived a sinful life and that's why you're in this position in the first place. Is sort of like that line of thinking, which is
he's not
crazy.
even- I feel like he doesn't even know what he's saying.
He's just trying to win the
God,
argument
no.
again.
Because what he's saying is too nuts, even for him.
He makes
feel
like crazy declarations and then like has to stand by it for the remainder of the conversation because he doesn't want to concede, I guess.
Oh, dude.
So he's just like, yep,
it's-
I would never say anything. Nope. Like,
It's one of the worst debate performances I've ever seen in my life. And I'm pretty sure the comments must agree, right? That Jordan came off.
Well, I've been seeing him get a ton of shit
Yeah.
for this video, but I mean, I suppose he always does get a ton of shit. from
Being
people.
born
This one is particularly
supporters-
bad.
Yeah, maybe even his supporters.
Nazi Germany in trying to
Independent.
protect people that you care about. Like there could be a Jewish friend that
being
you
very
have,
explicit.
and you want to protect them.
I think you should
have
just
them in
give
your
up on
attic.
that line of questioning.
Give up on
What?
just like trying to clarify your position. Because you
I
don't
did
like. Are you like
clarify.
uncomfortable with me asking this question? It's just a basic hypothetical. Like I could ask you.
It's just a basic
Yeah, yeah.
hypothetical
Like, you-
where
like,
you
if you-
put Jews' lives at stake in Nazi Germany. That's just a basic hypothetical.
Obviously, you would lie in that.
I'm putting up a poll. Would you lie to a Nazi to save a Jewish family's life? Let's see what our audience has to say.
Well, I would be sure to get myself in no position to ever have to do that, buddy. I'd be waving goodbye to my Jewish neighbors from the window. Enjoy the train ride, bucko.
Okay, listen. First of all, the vast majority of you, I'm proud of the way that you've responded.
They come through?
But the 5% of you saying no, we need to talk. We need to have a
5%
serious
difference is
self-examination here.
5% means
I voted no.
What?
I just would never put myself in that situation
Oh
alive.
my God. So you would refuse them at the door?
I would.
That's crazy.
But what would you do? Because I'm Jewish.
What do you mean what I would do?
What do you expect me to do? I'm Jewish. I'm gonna hide myself and you?
Oh, that's a good point. I mean,
Who's saving my ass,
It is
man?
a little bit of a different situation.
Jewish.
What am I in heaven? I said no.
I put you in hell at first, and then I changed it because you said I'm Jewish, so it, yeah.
That canceled it out. Yeah.
Okay. That's
Well, because at first it seemed like you were,
Stop.
you know, saying something pretty awful, but
well, I'm just saying.
you justified it.
What am I supposed to do, Dan?
All right, I'm
you're
ending
gonna
this
save
poll.
their life,
I don't
but you're,
like
like,
the
not
5%
trying to
of
answer-
you are fooling around like that. This is a
This
serious
question,
poll.
What's
for
all-
some reason,
I just told you why.
are you anti-fascist? Like, so you're
Why are
anti-fascist?
you asking that?
I was just asking, just clarifying. But like, okay, again, you're not answering this hypothetical because you know it shows that you clearly would lie to save
I'm
someone's life.
answering it in
Obviously,
a
that's not
manner
what
you
truth
don't
is.
find acceptable.
I don't understand why this
Obviously,
is hard.
it's like you're about
Sure, lying is a sin, but obviously lying to protect somebody, sins are forgiven. You know what I mean? Like a sin is not, that's not a...
The scale
I
of
could never,
justice.
ever do that.
Who am I?
Someone
Right.
even replied in the quoting the Bible that you are allowed to lie if it's for good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, it's just, that seems obvious. The Bible has lots of little nuggets like that, you know?
Because that's a
Little
cardinal
loopholes.
sin.
The people there just look like perplexed, like what the fuck? That's what I felt when I first watched this.
Truth.
I wouldn't be in that scenario.
Obviously, right? Logically, because
Nobody
that's
wants to
already
be in that
happened. Like, that's-
situation, Jordan. But sometimes in life we end up in sticky situations where we have moral quandaries. For example, lying to save your neighbor's life. It's a tough one, I know.
in the past. You don't have a time travel device. We're bringing this logical hypothetical up to show you that in some circumstances that do happen within the real world, you would lie to save people's lives. So your definition of truth isn't actually how we're typically using it. So what you're trying to do is you're trying to muddy the waters when I ask you, like, do you believe this? Do you think this to be true?
Bro, you're
so you don't
cooked.
actually have to answer the questions. And plenty of Christians don't like that because they clearly see that you don't really like want to be associated with
I can
Christianity. with that
imagine
respect.
that I was in a situation where the best I could do as a consequence of my previous mistakes was to tell the
mistake?
least amount of lie I could
mistake?
Why
manage.
does he keep
But that-
coming back to this? It's such a weird, psychotic, like, this is the mentality that, like, the poor and disaffected of the world deserve it. Like, that's where this is coming from.
I don't
Like,
think that. I
he,
think
he has this worldview that, like, you must have done something bad to find yourself in such a fucked up situation.
Listen, I'm not a religious scholar, but I don't think the doctrine of do not lie, it's more about the intention, right?
Yeah.
Of like, be
Certainly.
honest with your people and, don't scam people, don't cheat people.
And again, even the concept of sin, it's like in my understanding of Christianity, you are not expected to be pure of sin.
You're born with sin.
Exactly. And so
We're all sinners.
if you have to commit, a small sin of a white lie in order to save somebody, I feel like that's an obvious choice and you repent. You repent for
Welcome
it.
to the pearly gates.
Say that you're
Jordan.
sorry.
I want to tell you, I'm very proud of you not lying to the Nazis. You really stood your ground there, Jordan.
Oh, God.
A family of 7 Jewish neighbors were ruthlessly slaughtered, including children. But you did not tell a lie
You
that
did not
day,
tell
my
a lie.
friend. And I, the Lord and Creator.
He's Pinocchio brain, dude. I just realized. That's why he's so obsessed with that
like,
story.
wants to be a real boy?
No, because it's the nose growing with the lying. Like, that's really affected him deeply.
Oh, the Disney analogy.
Well, I think it goes back before Disney, but yeah, I got you.
Well,
Because he brings up
no, but he
Pinocchio
always
all the
brings
time.
up Disney movies. That's a
Yeah,
thing.
he does have it like a Disney thing.
It's like Pinocchio.
yeah.
Every time he tells a lie, his nose grows an inch. And before you know it, you're in the stomach of a whale. How do you get out of that one, bucko?
Yeah.
Start eating the walls of the... I got on my carnivore diet. Eat it from the inside out.
would likely indicate that I have made all sorts of catastrophic errors on my way
What
there.
an
You
insane...
would lie to save someone's life. So again, you do believe it to be true in that circumstance, even though you like lied in that scenario. So
Not
clearly that's
without
not what
the
you see to be true.
context that I put it in.
You were not willing to
I
die for it. You
said-
were not willing to let other people die for it. So that's not what you see to be true then, seemingly.
What an insane hill to die on.
You're doing exactly what I said you were doing at the beginning of the conversation. You're generating an impossible, restricted, hypothetical
No,
with no precursors.
You didn't say if you could jump on the moon with your 2 feet.
Yeah, it's such
Would you hold your breath or would you say, what the fuck? No,
It is a very plausible hypothetical because it's not a hypothetical. It's a real thing that happened like 100 years ago.
it's very,
So-
very easy to imagine. Jubilee Jordan Peterson. I want to see how this one's doing for him. Such an embarrassment. Holy fuck.
Oh,
You're a Christian.
A funny detail of this was that the video was originally titled "One Christian versus 20 Atheists."
Holy shit.
And they changed it to Jordan Peterson versus 20 Atheists because I think, as you're about to see in this little preview clip at the beginning, he was so non-committal to any question asked of him, he would not even answer in the affirmative if he's a Christian.
Yeah. They're like, wait, isn't that the video we're doing? We're doing a video? Define that.
You say that. I haven't claimed that.
Oh, what is this? Is this Christians versus atheists?
Don't be a smartass.
Either you're a Christian or you're not. Which one is it?
You're really quite something. You are.
Aren't I?
But again, it's so ridiculous. Can we get let's see. Can't wait for 20 Jordan Petersons versus 1 atheist.
That would be more fair.
How are you? Yeah, isn't the 1 versus 20 the one supposed to be like an expert?
I mean, generally, yeah. That's, yeah.
You know what would have been interesting? Having like an actual theologian who's like thought about all this stuff and has a thoughtful answer to all of it. Jordan is a
well, that's the thing. He presents himself
brain broken
as,
dumbass.
Yeah, I mean, and not just that he presents himself. I mean,
This
to a surprisingly large number of people, he is one of the great thinkers of our time.
Not after this. Peterson did really well in this debate, depending on your definition of really well, this, and debate.
That's a good one.
Holy fuck. To confuse the enemy, first confuse yourself.
Very good.
There it is. Good stuff there, guys. We love to see it, don't we, folks?